Yeah, all right, charging up. Bam! Shit, overshot it. Hey, fuck it then. Lemons. Yeah, all right, lemons.
All of a sudden.
Because they weren't here when me and Barry were playing.
When you beat the Storm Eagle stage, the stage is destroyed.
So you already beat Storm
Torrance
Eagle?
with the background knowledge.
Yeah, that's real smart. Because I never knew that.
Is MegaMan a robot, like a made robot, or is he a boy who got into a wreck like Astro Boy and Mega?
He's a robot. I mean, yeah, he's a Reploid like Torrance said, but
What's a Reploid?
Pretty much like
A humanoid, pretty much. A human with robot pieces.
And he was made was he made from a human?
Nah,
he was
well, the original MegaMan, he's straight robot. Dr. Light made him because he wanted a son, and he didn't have a son.
So he made Rocket Blue.
Yeah. Well, he initially made Proto Man.
Yeah, Proto Man.
Proto Man was
his Japanese name was Blue. Sorry.
It was?
Yeah.
Oh!
I learned something.
I'm about to die. Hope you got some kind of electricity.
No. Yeah, all right, lemons.
I love how they were talking before, like, everything even, like, started kicking off. I was like, look, fuck it. Camera's rolling. Green Lantern's awesome. Period.
It's dope.
I mean, it's
dope.
I thought it was better than the movie. It was pretty good.
Damn.
I'm not gonna be that guy. It's the animated series is not bad. It's not. I can't say that it's bad. I feel though with the way they did Superman, Batman. Let's see, you have Batman the animated series, Batman Beyond. That was amazing. And then you have the good old Teen Titan Batman style drawing. All of Young Justice, the way they look is amazing. So Green Lantern's like this blocky CG. Like, that's what bothered me.
Well, I think the reason, it's two reasons for that. Because at first, when they first announced the series, I did not like the fact it was going to be CG. Because I wanted it to be like, I wanted it to be just like Superman. I wanted it to be just like Batman miniseries, Justice League, Just League of Living. That's how I wanted it to be. But then when I watched it, I realized why they did it in CG. Because it's pretty much the same reason they did some of the stuff they did in the movie. Green Lantern's power is to make constructs. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of hard to express those constructs in a 2D format because they're making three-dimensional things.
Yeah, but you only see it 2 dimensions of it.
Right. So then to get it in, plus the second reason they did it is because they just had success with Star Wars, the Clone Wars.
Man,
so of course, whatever the hottest thing is, and whatever technology they use, they're gonna use it for.
I like it.
Now
I thought it was good. And Hal Jordan has a very cool personality in this one for me. I actually like him in this one. Sheer, just blunt disrespect for authority. It's really fascinating to me. And he was in a meeting with the Guardians, and he just ended it. Like, aren't they the ones who are in charge of everything? That's what I was thinking.
That's how Hal is. That's how it is. That's true Hal Jordan right there.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go back to the movie, but I didn't get that in the movie. But anyway.
Yeah, he did.
I didn't get it. Vincent.
He does it like right when he comes out of nowhere.
I did it.
When Sinestro is sitting there like, we need to forge a yellow ring, and then now we got the yellow ring, and he's like, yeah, got it. And I'm about to put it on. And he's like, hey man, save my planet. And it was like, well, I mean, we have to calculate this. They said that. They said we have to calculate this, blah, 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 blah. He goes, you're not trying to fight him and win because you're afraid. And you're afraid to admit that you're afraid. And then nigga said, one of the fucking Guardians, what? You accuse the Guardians of being afraid? Yeah. Like, you're plainly afraid because the only nigga who beat this nigga is now dead. And I have his ring now. So apparently, y'all just lost faith as soon as the one nigga who put him away the first time died. And it was like, wow, he just told these, I think it was 12 in the movie, because the 13th one was, parallax. And he was like, yeah, I know my planet's young, but if somebody's gotta die, I'll do it. But yeah, this yellow ring business missed me with that crap.
That's it. Red Lantern saw news instantly.
If there's any way you're gonna kick off the show, you do it with murder. I'm not saying who dies, I'm not saying how they die. All I'm saying is, if real lanterns pop up, hand.
Flash?
I hope so.
Like,
Flash doesn't get enough love.
Yeah, Flash deserves some more shine than he gets. 'Cause he ain't got nothing.
Man. He only gets love in like the Justice League when they did a whole Justice League Unlimited and all that stuff. That's all the time we really saw Flash.
I'm gonna have to get his comic. And the sad part is when I go to the store, I don't see it. Ever. I have yet to see a Flash one in person.
Why don't you put on your stuff? Tell them to get it for you.
I'm gonna have to.
Get on the list at Acme Comics. Twitter.com/Acme Comics.
Yeah.
Nice product placement, Rob.
These people will hold your comics for you. I didn't go to Acme Comics about 3 weeks. Went back, got a stack waiting on Mr. Shepherd. That's my name. Thank you.
I get the fucking devil doing this.
Go in there.
That was not
Mr.
great.
Virgil. You damn right. Love you guys. Now! You guys are cool with me.
I'd have to say the Incredible Hulk has the best story. It is so good and it is so not normal and it is awesome. To make a long story short, Bruce Banner is basically the main villain, and what happened was him and the Hulk got separated from each other. So now Bruce Banner is doing everything he can to get the Hulk back, and the Hulk is just chilling. And a lot of people, and I learned a lot about the Hulk because it's kind of like, you know how like when the Hulk turns green and he starts smashing and stuff like that. He has like a lot of popular phrases, but one of his real popular phrases is, you know, leave Hulk alone. Like that's what he says a lot. He doesn't say, Hulk murdered family. Like he doesn't say stuff like that. He says leave Hulk alone. And he went to the center of the earth.
That was weird.
And there's like these yellow people down there, and he's their savior because when they saw him, they didn't attack him. There was no military trying to shoot him down and shit. They just accepted him, and he's their savior. So if humans were like that, the Hulk would be our savior. Bruce Banner's crazy. He's been experimenting on himself so much that he has a tumor the size of a grapefruit in his brain. And pretty much his plan is to get the Hulk back. And if worse comes to worse, he said he does not have a problem creating another gamma radiation bomb and doing it the old-fashioned way.
Wow.
He said that himself. He does not have a
Spoiler
problem
alert.
doing it again.
Score.
I have to admit
That's pretty awesome.
This is what I'm doing right now. Just got completed Spider Island. Just gotta finish actually reading. I have the whole set. Cool. Picked up Nightwing. That's going really good. It's Dick Grayson as Nightwing again because he was Batman for like a year or so, and he's pretty much perfected his technique, and he's just has this utmost confidence in his man. It's pussy.
He gets pussy. You sound really excited about that.
Stick
Because
his
he
tongue
does it
out.
over and over again.
Well, so apparently they must. Is this a graphic novel or showing
No,
nudity?
but
'Cause you
Grayson.
you're really excited about this.
But other than that, I just picked up the Avenging Spider-Man. Now, the thing about this particular comic is, it's so nice. I haven't even took it out the plastic yet, so it's just still sitting there. Smell it. But I think what I'm gonna do is probably just read it somewhere else and just keep it in plastic. It's that. First off, is that Shock, The Beast, and Red Lanterns, comics New 52s out on 3. If you wanna get in the mind of the true savage,
If you want to understand Justin, go get Red Lanterns.
Wow.
well, once you get in that world, it's too late.
And once you're in there, you're in there. So
It's like putting on the red ring or putting on the yellow ring. Once you do it.
it replaces your natural blood.
It's there. Savage. I'll be coarse and think about it.
That's weird. That's pretty weird.
And we're in it on the review part.
I guess that's kind of
be
like
it.
To record.
I hear Hawkeye's the best person and the best of the new people, so I hope so because I'm using him. And I'm really excited. The reason I'm playing Marvel is I don't have enough time to get good at Street Fighter, and Marvel's just easier.
Ooh, he went there. He went. So people that play Marvel.
He's good at Street Fighter. He's just not as good as he
Yes,
wants
all
to be.
offense.
I don't have the time to dedicate. Plus, they're nerfing my baby a little bit. So,
Who's your baby?
It's a man.
Podcast.
Makoto.
Man,
Oh, man boy.
Makoto was a man girl.
So since I
The man girl. It hurt his feelings because he stopped
I'm
talking.
not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm just
But he
saying.
succeeded.
Marvel, you make the best combo for whatever your team is, and that's it. The first person that lands light kick, you get that combo in. Light attack, sorry. They played musical chairs with buttons 3 times. I'm sorry if I mixed up. But anyway, yes, that's... I don't like it. I don't like it.
I want to get into Ultimate because I've been lately trying to take Street Fighter seriously with, Ken.
Yup.
And
Yup.
but I feel like you said, it's easier. Marvel's easier, but I think it's just easier to learn. But it's a lot less forgiving than Street Fighter is. Because in Marvel, somebody hits you once, if they know what they're doing, your character's probably gonna be dead or close to dead. But in Street Fighter, you make a mistake, you can be like, okay, let me figure out how to. It's like Street Fighter at the highest level is chess, whereas Marvel is much more like checkers. Like once you get jumped once, you got jumped 17 times.
It's not even checkers.
I got it.
It's I declare war.
I got it.
It's where you do the I declare war, and then you got the combo off. It's like, hell yeah! K.O.
Yo, I can't do it. But I mean, it has a lot of good characters I love. Spider-Man, he's in there. I mean, I might play for shits and giggles.
And he has an OTG now, so. Off the ground.
Off the ground. Don't you hate when it's like, what does that mean? Then everyone comes in.
I mean, honestly, for me, fighting games, they're not even fighting games anymore. It's you learn a combo regardless. Street Fighter, Tekken, Soul Calibur, any fighting game now. Like back in the day, I could go to the arcade and just fight. Now, I go to the arcade, it's a guy, like, specifically doing certain things, and you watch the pattern happen, and it's like, wow, this is not even fun anymore. This game used to be fun in the 90s, in the early 2000s. Now it's like, thanks a lot.
But I think
It took away the fight away from the game.
But I think that's like it happens like that because like the fighting game scene has gotten so much larger than it was back then. Like it's like to the point where like certain players are like superstars, like Mike Ross, you know what I'm saying, Filipino champ, like stuff like that. Like more people are trying to, because they had an analogy where it's like an NBA, you love the NBA, you love basketball or whatever, but you can't be like, all right, one day I'm gonna play Kobe. Like that's never gonna happen. But in the fighting game world, you go to a tournament and you can mess around and be like, oh wow, I'm fighting Mike Ross.
It's like all these, I feel like back in the day, Street Fighter 2, you get the book, you just learn the moves. That's it. That's all you learn. You learn all the specials. You learn how to charge a move. You learn how to, do a flash kick, a Hadouken, Sonic Boom. You learn how to do that. That's it. That's all they show you. Everything else you had to learn on your own. That was it. There's like, we'll show you how to do their cool stuff that you see on the commercials and stuff. That's it.
Raging Demon wasn't in the book, I'll tell you that.
Hey, and you know what? You know how I figured it out? Because somebody had to sit there and figure it out. It was like, cool, I can live with it. Or even still, when they got better with like alpha and stuff, and then they give you like the little move list. Yeah, it's nice. That's all you need to know, and they just apply that. But now it's like kind of like what Eagle Raptor was saying in his little MegaMan versus MegaMan X, and even though both are great games, it's like game developers to some degree are dumbing games down so people can grasp them quicker.
For people that are trying to get into the game.
Well, they should learn.
No, we live in a world where like people
are stupid.
In a way, yes. Because
he called you stupid.
It can't be like, well, you gotta figure it out. Well, all right. Because if you're making the game, there'd be no trial mode, no mission mode, it'd just be training.
There'll be the actual game play, and there'll probably be training. That's it. That's all you need.
But some people they gotta have that trial mode. Because the thing is, Capcom especially, but all game people, they want to make money. So we gotta get the most people to play this game. Because the first excuse is gonna be, because I used it, I'm playing the game too complicated. No, Rob. All you do, here's some combos to learn. Practice. And then you practice, then you get your confidence up, like, oh, that's cool. Let me see if I can do it in a match. Now that's what the key is, because people in training, I'm nice. I can guy go. You see, oh yeah, and you get in a match.
Yeah,
KO. Perfect.
Yeah. Donnie, I'm using as an example. If Donnie throws a chop out like this, my character initially does a super move and or a ultra move. Automatically I should hit this man, regardless of the lag and things like that. If this man can bow 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 bow, dead. But no, that's not what happens because of how they do this framing and all this plinking and all this little guild stuff that I don't know.
I think I understand what happened.
Throwing the punch, and I catch him when the punch is not even fully extended yet. So time is like he's throwing the punch. Punch is still in bend. It has to hit this, but it's still here. Time is still passing. So that means by the time my combo actually hits, his punch is now fully extended, which means now he should be getting raped instead of it's boom. Because that's what it looks like happens to you.
It's like his punch is it's literally math. I mean, it's really he punches. You might activate your ultra, but unless you can think of it offhand, just because you activate your ultra, that doesn't necessarily mean it's instantly active. Like you put in your ultra, it could be a couple of frames before it's active, and by the time it's active, his punch is back. So Caliber has ultras. I will be playing with Maxi.
Button mash,
Maxi kind of has that Eddie syndrome, like you use them. And people assume you're just gonna press buttons.
Because you don't. That's all you have to do.
But when you know what you're doing,
he's still button mash man. now you're just knowingly button mash instead of just random button mash.
Nothing wrong with using them.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with using him. He's nice, but he has holes because
you
of his button.
You have to press buttons.
No.
Randomly.
Kind of like how that kid beat mad older folks who studied Marvel vs. Capcom, and he had like this oddball team, and there was really no strategy. He probably wasn't even really like, I studied this. He was like, I'm pushing buttons, I'm using what works. You can pick up Maxi, never played the game a day in your life, and an infant can beat you. Like seriously, he's. It's like Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Like,
I wish they had put Cyclops in 3. I don't know why, but I like them.
I
don't like them as a person.
I wish they would put my MegaMan. MegaMan.
Please put X, but you got 0. So this is my opinion. You should put X.
I feel like y'all should put Omega X, not even just regular X.
I feel like you should give me Iceman back, personally.
Boom, F him. He took no block damage.
He took none. Yeah. Don't give him that bullshit.
Yes.
No, he took.
Because
that blocking thing.
I refuse to believe because he's ice that he can't take no block or that he can't take no block damage. Because there's a comic and somebody threw a bottle after he does his little Iceman thing and cracked his shit. So no, I don't believe that.
The reason they did that, actually found it out. Nah, man, the reason they did that was because Iceman is so gangster.
No,
I ain't talking shit. Period. Now I'm talking right now because Iceman don't get no play, and it pissed me off because he's the most gangstest X-Man next to that nigga. Apocalypse.
When it comes to gangster, I kind of thought Wolverine had.
No, Iceman topped that because he can pull moisture from the atmosphere anywhere, even in hell, and regenerate himself.
Iceman is an Omega level mutant.
Gangster, and he gets no love. So fuck all y'all.
Japanese a little weak. Mirai Nikki.
And what's that?
I think it translates to Future Diary. I'll go ahead and tell you. There was an OVA. The OVA was pretty good. It was so good that I was like, I need this. So it came out right before the new series came out, and it was most pleasurable. Yes. Say what?
Boobs.
There are some. There's some.
Word.
So, it starts off I'll go ahead and give you the gist. The future diary thing, we have a set amount of characters, and they all have some type of medium that tells them the future. Yes. In this, there is going to be a battle. They have to fight to the death. There are 12 of them. The last one standing will be the next god of time and space.
Oh, would you really want that responsibility?
It seemed like they were chosen at random.
I couldn't do it.
The main character, he doesn't want it, but he doesn't want to die either. So he has to do it.
Is he dying or he just doesn't want to die ever?
They're gonna kill
Who? The main character?
Oh, they're gonna kill him.
Yeah, they're gonna kill him. There's 12 people, for the most part, that could potentially kill him.
That reminds me a little bit of Eden of the East.
Yeah, it's got that. If I could say, it's a Eden of the East, Death Note-ish type of thing. It's gonna be one of the greats. This is one of the ones that people are gonna compare other animes to.
First, I have to start with number one right now, Toriko.
Yeah.
Yo,
I'm here.
do that.
Johnny and Rob show on YouTube.
This guy
Watch it.
and this guy.
We review Toriko. All the anime episodes.
Did he come up with a new Petri dish?
I should punch you in the face right now.
No, we should punch him in the face, like together, just
Dual face punch.
If most anime is like a cookout tray, Guilty Crown is like going to macaroni grill, and you don't have to pay for anything.
wow.
And it's just delicious. It's just high quality cuisine. That's what Guilty Crown is. From the music, the story, the character design, to the animation, it's awesome. The new one I'm watching is Kami no Puzzle, which is about this guy. He solves puzzles. And there's these groups. It's called the Givers. Basically, where they basically set up the puzzles, and then the smartest people have to solve it. But if you don't solve it, you die.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'll throw that in there.
So it's basically like, and then this guy, and he has this armband that lights up, and it unlocks a power within him to where he can solve. Because he's already smart, but it unlocks his fullest potential. And it's like a certain group of people, they're called the solvers, so where they have a mark of different intellectual history. Like he has the mark of Einstein, someone has the mark of Galileo, someone has a mark of Da Vinci, and another one has... Yeah.
Oh, wow. Named after famous Renaissance people.
Yeah.
How I feel about that.
So now,
They did it with
the name again?
Ooh.
A feature diary,
Future
Diary.
Yeah.
and-
Kami no Puzzle.
Yes, I need both of those.
The links will be sent to you, my friend.
Me too.
Level up.
You too.
I'm gonna put a level
Crash.
up sign on myself.
Wow.
I'm still on the One Piece journey.
Y'all of these journeys.
He's gonna do a One Piece rap.
But where I left off, the 2-year skip is over, and the crew is reunited again. Everybody looks way different, and everybody's had tremendous training.
One Piece is never gonna end. One Piece never gonna end.
It's like Inuyasha.
But it's good though.
I think it's literally never gonna, like your grandchildren are gonna be like, Dad, your grandpa watched the latest One Piece?
Yeah, I sure did watch that thing. Boy, that Luffy, man. Oh boy,
Luffy's gonna be 50 by the time.
No, he's gonna be like Ash
But
Ketchum.
as far as that's really all for my anime. I've just been training in Street Fighter and doing BFP stuff.
Being a
Ash
superstar.
has been 10 since I
Yeah,
was
so
in 6th grade.
just look out for me on the circuit.
Yeah, rocks. Yeah, rocks.
Yes, I picked out my name as far as me going to tournaments now. My name is Rocks.
2X.
So when you see Rocks out there, just watch it.
Team Rocks.
Watch your face.
You know what? You know
Watch your
what? You know what
face.
his logo should be? Like, try to picture Donnie, rocks, and he's holding 2 rocks down by his junk. Rocks. Maybe even do a graphic like he's tossing them up. In a Cody outfit. Look at it. He's already halfway there.